What do we really require soul and spirit-wise? And what is required in this moment? Many are experiencing deep changes and are realizing that the connection to the divine and being spirit-filled is what is really important. And it is the true comfort in these times, in these challenging times. The most direct way of doing this is with your own inner light, being one with the source. In addition, however, there are certain light beings and guides that can greatly help with this also, and aid in carrying out situations in the earthly arena. So who and what are these various kinds of beings that are transformative and helping guides in this realm? This is what I would like to expound and expand upon. As you know, I am a strong adherent to grounding. When I ground in meditation, I feel tremendously intimate with Gaia. Gaia is more than, quote, the physical earth. She is the spirit of the earth. Gaia is a good source to ground with, in addition to connect to, in regard to the nature realm and creativity. Now, she's been called different names throughout the eons. Now, the beginnings of the spirit of the earth is profound in itself. It all begins with the Divine Mother. Now, many believe that God, the masculine, is the all-creator and the only divine architect. However, both male and female created us. In fact, the Holy Spirit is in many ancient traditions known as and felt as female energy. Invisible divine female energy portrayed in the earthly life as the white dove and known as Shekinah. You can connect with this heavenly force in deep meditation and devotional prayer. It is an eternal, unending love and wisdom, and there is much purity felt. Now, by connecting, you are receiving the strongest wisdom light, and this will help with discernment, what's really important in life, and for the soul and universal and earthly flow. Now, interaction and immersion in the most loving way is the key. When souls feel Shekinah and Gaia, or Sophia and Gaia, they feel that strong universal mother energy. Now, I also practice divine movement, and I feel myself swaying and doing, especially in meditations, and then doing the figure eights or the infinity symbol throughout the day, which helps along with much circulating energy. Now, also really feel the roundness and like the cosmic egg of Gaia. So these are some of the movements also to practice. Now, getting back to Gaia, she embodies the Sophia. She was originally a part of the pleroma, or thoughts of God. In regard to ancient stories, From the pleroma, eon pairs were formed, female and male, yin and yang. Sophia was paired with the Christos, or with Christos. She became ever more curious and sensed the possibility of more creation. Then she begins to travel by herself, and she penetrates through the veil and becomes more and more dense. However, and then she becomes entrapped in matter, however. And she becomes the earthly, or the earth, and the elements become her expressions. However, she becomes more and more dense. And this part has really a wisdom teaching for us all. Now, however, the celestial light comes to her aid as our sun, and the sun glorifies Sophia. And then she is able to shine brightly again. And one good meditation to do is to ground and connect with Gaia, or the spirit of the earth, the spirit of Gaia who reflects Gaia and her light, and to also expand out to the sun. Now, when connecting with her, and she has again been called different names throughout the eons, you not only feel the connection to the Divine Mother, but also great warmth and power. There is often a green emerald surge of light field rising up, and it is fascinating to feel oneself just move and swim or even dance in this. Usually the day and activities will flow much more after doing this. Now, the last message and prevalent one that I received from her in meditation was all about harmony. Harmony in thoughts, feelings, movement, music, even eating certain foods, and structuring the day. Also, when you immerse with her, you can feel a deepened creativity with energies and matter. And when in nature, you may see more auras, and the elementals will be attracted to you even more, along with you can really feel and appreciate the different shapes and colors. They're just more vivid, and they just stand out more. And then they also seem to have a message with it. Now, interaction with my nature guides will be more close and detailed with this. Now, in regard to guides in general, they are often the most active and practical ways to have guidance throughout the day. There are all kinds of guides, some for just certain instances and others for long term. There can be relationship guides and daily activity guides, lifestyle, nature, health, financial, and so on. Some are with you from childhood, and others appear at different stages. Some may just appear in reflection or journaling, and others in meditation or dreams. You can even ask for your own guides to appear. Of course, when you are distracted with the noise of the world, especially social media, you may not be able to connect as well or at all. It helps to already have a spiritual practice or make the time for initial connection. When you have that quiet, comfortable space, so you can lift your awareness and raise your vibration. Now, for spirit guides, along with other spiritual beings, they exist in the subtle realms, along with the angelic light beings. And so to remember, this is not an intellectual connection, but heart-focused. It helps if you do some deep breathing in meditation and really be present, not controlling too much, but being aware. So set intention, and once you connect, be clear of what you need help with. The more consistent with the connection, usually the more guidance you will receive. They should always be open to telling you their name, just like in a channeling situation. Journaling helps to keep track of their messages. And, some receive certain guides when they connect or sense their star family. And usually they pertain in some way to the galactic star group. Now, I have a star galactic guide that accompanies me sometimes when I also want to gather info for clients in regard to their original star family, or their most prevalent. Now, it helps to have guides for creative endeavors, for traveling, readings, and channeling. Some are intermediaries between the angelic realm. Now, the way to invite angels is similar as inviting and connecting with guides. Again, they're so important with everyday guidance and protection. So also remember to cultivate kindness, compassion, and practice forgiveness. Also, inner peace, to send out inner peace and extend help to those in need. Express humility. Surrender yourself in positive energy, and also create a sacred space and listen more to your intuition, and most of all, express gratitude in life situations. And by doing this, the angels will appear more frequently, or you'll have a closer relationship. Now, your guardian angel can usually be felt towards the right or in front, or in meditation, energy-wise, about 3 to 6 feet above your head. However, they will often connect in other ways in situations. There is usually a warm, childlike, joyful, and beautiful quality to them and to their energy. There is usually one main guardian angel that works with your higher self. However, many have several angelic assistants that work with them. There can be one that works more with everyday matters on Earth, and one for the astral if needed, and one that coordinates in the divine realm. There are some that appear to even take a more human form for a short while, for a certain situation. Now, the archangels are metaphysical templates and can actually represent groups of angels and can be very active in this plane. One of the main archangels for protection in everyday life is Michael, and he's known in the other realms as Michael. Now, Michael has a whole legion of angels. Now, they can appear in times of need, such as accidents and catastrophes and crime situations. There are also in-between beings, part angelic and part earthly, that also help in these incidents. In some circles, they are called midwayers. Now, it is good to remember that there is an infinite amount of divine coordination. However, it helps if we are positively, if we use positivity and try to live a sacred life, to be open to their assistance and intervention. Two of the archangels that I work with in everyday matters is Ariel and Sandalphon. So one of the light beings and guides and angelic beings that I'm connected with, and I have been all my life, especially being immersed in the nature kingdoms and nature, is Ariel. Now, Ariel is called the fire of God, and she represents not only nature, but wisdom. But she is also, which is very helpful, she is also immersed in the earthly realm in regard to can help with everyday earth matters. So in regard to being connected to nature, she represents Mother Earth. And she has this really special connection with plants and animals. And of course she comes in with this like soft, really soft, light green, like a green light. And in fact, she is a liaison between humans and nature kingdoms and elves and fairies, crystals too, if you work a lot with crystals, and also magic. Now, she is one of the in the group of the virtue angels. The virtue angels work with the forces, with divas, the planets, first of all, and divas and elementals. So she is of that group. And I discuss more about the virtue angels in my video of how the planets were helped to be formed with the virtue or nature angels, and which is also on Conscious Awakening Network. So in addition, you can give any negative energy to her to transform, like quite a few other angels. But then she has this very soft, calming feel. But not only that, don't be fooled now, she is all about confidence and strength. In fact, she is often seen with 2 lions on each side. And this also involves intention, helping to intend. And in addition, lots of creating, all different kinds of art too, and inventions, especially more natural inventions. And especially new beginnings. Now, when we walk in peace and are enveloped by harmonious vibrations, we attract the light beings and the angelic beings. Now, one archangel that exemplifies especially peace, prayer, and song is Sandalphon. Now, Sandalphon also is very connected to the natural world and the earthly realm, just like Ariel and Shamiel and some of the other light beings. But he is especially good to connect with and to immerse in for earthly matters, for he walked the earth as Elijah, and later became the prophet Elijah. He is one of two beings, the other being Enoch. Enoch transformed into Metatron, and Elijah transformed into Sandalphon. He envelops us in an abundance of protection. In fact, he is also very helpful with personal connections, and especially mothers who are pregnant and the unborn child. Now, also, he is present a lot with meditations and also intentions. So when I meditate in the morning, and usually early in the morning, Sandalphon is usually present, and I can feel him on my left side, and he extends down into the core of the earth and then all the way up to the light spheres. He is considered visually one of the tallest angelic beings and light beings. Now, you really can feel the difference in meditation. It's usually a deep meditation, and you can really receive a lot more personal messages. And this would definitely help with the day and, of course, earthly and everyday matters. So if I want to continue in a Sandalphon kind of day, then I burn even more different kinds of incense, especially sandalwood, and also play harmonious music, like flute music, and nature sounds, and also just being out in nature, to meditate in nature, to really be close with Sandalphon. And we have the natural sound right now with the stream running by. It's perfect for that. So again, I mentioned that he is the ambassador of prayer. Now, during these times especially, it's so important for everyone to pray more and to intend. And I'm not talking about just a recital of words. I'm talking about a deep reverence of prayer. And that is Sandalphon. Now, another form of prayer is the walking prayer. And this is where, and this can even be done with a group, but you don't talk during it. You walk in silence and reverence, and every step is sacred. So peace be with you.